Sounds cliche, I'm sure, but it's true. Would have blocked you out and washed away your remnants. Could have watched you fade away like pollen in the wind, like a flower you bloom inside my soul. And I'm damned 'cause I can't get you out of my head. Wilted words I'd soon forget, but I still love you. I just can't, and I still want you. And I still love you. I just can't, I still want you. A picture of us lay dormant by the window, haunted by your smile. And the night seems to last while the days go so fast, but the time stands still as my heart feels the chill of your memoirs written on my wall. So I'll sleep and I'll keep your whispers in a jar beside my bed. Like a flower you bloomed inside my soul. And I'm down 'cause I can't get you out of my head. Wilted words I'd soon forget, but I still love you. I just can't, and I still want you. 'Cause I still love you. I just can't, I still want you. I just can't let go. I tried, but I can't let you go. I can't seem to let you go. I tried, but baby, I can't let go.
There you have song number 3 on MSI today. We go straight to Tom, or excuse me, we go straight to Andrea for her thoughts on song number 3. Andrea.
I really like this one. Really, really like it. Let's see where to start. Great song, first of all. The lyrics were, I think, really, really top notch. Very visual and very well written. Love the hook on the melody. Very
And what happened? I think everybody else froze up. I'm not really for sure what happened. All of my Skype connections just dropped. So let me see if I can. This is one of the things you run through, and you have happen when you do live broadcasting. It's just you never know how things are going to turn out. So I'm going to try and get everybody else back on with us and
I'm
see.
back.
Okay. Andrea's back. We lost Tommy and we lost Ian. I'm trying to get them back on as we speak. So go ahead. We'll pick up from where you left off.
Yeah, so yeah, I really love the vocalist, great potential. Really has that down. The harmonies were nice. The singing was really great. Very well done.
Hello.
All right, Ian, we've got you back.
Ian's back.
All right, we're just letting Andrea go ahead and finish her review as we strive to get everybody back in the loop again, Ian.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Andrea, sorry about the interruption.
That's okay.
My fault.
So yeah, love the song, love the vocalist, love the lyrics. The production is like almost there. The drums are horrid. They really have to go. If you're gonna program drums, try to get as close to live sounds as you can now, because that's the market. The kind of old-fashioned drum sounding stuff really only works on, to me at least, on some R&B and rap stuff now. But we're really looking for live drummers now when you're looking at pop stuff and whatever's in the crossover markets. The sounds, the other backing sounds to me sound a little dated. It'd also be the mix. You probably could get away with them if they were mixed a little better, pulled a little backwards. That pad that is the primary dominant sound sounds a little dated to me, but it could have been worked with. I just think it was way too present and up front. The bass, nice. Could have used a little less of it, I think, for my taste. But it was actually very hard to figure out how that should work, because frankly the drums just kind of brought the whole production thing down. The synth line that comes in, nice line. I like the line itself and I like the melody. Don't like the sound too much. I think that could have been worked with too. What I like to tell people who are producing their own original stuff is, if you get a sound right out of the box, don't feel like you have to use that. Screw with it a little bit. Add a filter, add some effects, add some, processing that you wouldn't think of for a synth, because you can still make them a lot more interesting. And those synth parts could have been a lot more interesting with some real production work. And to me, they weren't. So, overall, I love it. Thought it was great. Very, very strong. Definitely has real possibilities for not only the song and the recording, but whoever the act is. Very, very good.
All right, appreciate it, Andrea. Thank you very much. Now, we did manage to get everybody back online with us, so we'll go to Ian next, find out what he thought about number 3. Ian?
Okie dokie. Yeah, I like this. It's got that sort of cranberry, sort of causey type feel with that sort of accent on the vocal. Fantastic vocal. Really, really did like her voice. Well delivered, well performed. Great lyrics there. Sort of told a story. It was that it's a girl meets boy thing, isn't it? Strong melody, very, very hooky. Overall, the vocals was fantastic. But yeah, those drums have got to go. Definitely been programmed MIDI, definitely been programmed and quantized to the wrong groove of the song, I would say, because they were dragging like anything. The snare was dragging maybe half a beat or in places, and the samples just sounded so poor. Really, really needs to get their act up on them drums, which is a shame because it did let the whole track down. The piano was nice. I thought that was really nice. Good sound, good performance. But the whole bottom end of the track, the bass, it's all sounded very, very boomy, and I think that needs cleaning up. Maybe in some mastering, just take some of that real sort of low end out and clean it up a little bit. Overall, a good track. Yeah, those drums really did let the track down. I do like it. It needs some work. It is kind of like a very strong demo. Drums out, please.
All right, Ian. Thank you very much for that review. Tommy, your thoughts? Number 3.
Like everybody else, I'm not going to rock the boat. Andrea, quite frankly, scares me.
That's not what you were saying before the show.
And
I promise I won't hurt you.
Just as long as you won't hurt me, I'll let you love me. This song, very excellent demo, as everyone has noted. I love the vocal. A little bit of Sarah McLachlan in there, maybe Dido. Overall mood of the song was excellent, I think. The production and the sounds need work. I mean, if this is again one of those songs where I'd be glad to offer any help I could, because I think there's a lot of potential there in the act, whether it be just the singer or a group or whatever. Just by it being the last song, it freshened up the air a bit. It has its problems, granted, but it's one of those things where it just goes for a mood. I think they were trying for, and they came good on the mood, bad on the elements, and I did like the piano sound though. Outside of that, keep going at it, and you definitely got a radio-friendly song with interesting lyrics and well sung. All
right, appreciate it, Tom. The track you just heard, to name it for everybody, is called Still Love You by Arve, Arve. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's the way it looks. You can see it on the screen right there. So we appreciate the fact that they sent that song in to us. Now, the three of you, as always, each and every week, have the unenviable task of figuring out what the song of the week is. So put your boxing gloves on and start fighting it out. Or at least talking about it.
Yeah, it's I'll go first. I really liked number 3 despite its problems. Number 1 was the slicker production, but like I said, it's not really my style. Number 2 was totally uninteresting for me. Number 3 is it, as far as I'm concerned, despite its faults. It's like the Mona Lisa. It has just that little interesting smile going for it that I think could really make it happen.
All right, Andrea, Ian.
Yeah,
Ladies first.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with number 3. I usually pick songs based on how many elements they hit correctly, and number 1 was close, but there's definitely more work there, I think, to do than on number 3. And I guess that kind of shows to me how strongly structure and song is important, because frankly, the sounds on number 3 are not that impressive, but the song structure, the melody was there, the break is there, and so yeah, for me, it's slightly stronger than number 1. Number 2 to me isn't in the running at all, because I just don't think of it as being anywhere near complete. So,
all right, Ian.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going with the flow this week. I think I can't argue with what the guys have said. My only comment is number 3. The drums are the backbone of your track. A good drummer or a good programmed drum is very, very important. It's what holds everything else together. And when it's not right, it does make it hard to listen to.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. There you have it. Number 3, Still Love You by Arve. It's going to be the song of the week this week. Now, I would like to remind everyone, if you're looking for a drummer, Compose, KOMPOZ.com. That's one of the premier places on the internet to find collaborators, whether it's a drummer, a guitarist, a vocalist, a bassist, anybody at all. Go to compose.com. Check it out. I'm sure you can find someone there who will fit the bill. Tom, Ian, thank you as always. Andrea, a special thanks to you this week. Despite our technical difficulties, I really enjoyed having you with us again.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure both Tom and Ian did as well.
Sure did.
It was our pleasure, our pressure, and it was a horror. But as always, you
Tommy,
are
I love you, man.
You are grace under pressure and beautiful as always.
Thank you. It's always
Such
a
a
pleasure.
gentleman.
Yeah, well, definitely thank you for being here with us. Thanks to everyone else for being here. Ian is always stopping me. Ian, yes, sir.
Who's our guest next week, Rich?
Our guest next week, I'm going to let you introduce her.
And guest next week is Taylor Van Arsdale, who is a music publicist. So she actually works with a band who's been on MSI Spaceship Days, and also Marcy Playground, who had a big hit with Sex and Candy back in the 90s. So yeah, she's coming on to sort of review your music from a publicising point of view.
And that's going to be very interesting. That's an aspect that we haven't explored before, the publicist perspective. So I'm looking forward.
It's a very cool and unique side of the end of the business. My father, on second generation music, he was what they call the record promoter and the publicist, what they call him now. And it's very interesting and it encompasses a lot.
I agree. It's going to be definitely an interesting show. We certainly hope you tune in on next Sunday to find out how it goes. Hopefully, we'll get rid of all the technical issues. Again, apologies for that, but we're glad you joined us.